What are we doing? Take one.
Hey guys, I'm Jen.
I'm MJ.
And this is our channel, Greenish Thumbs, where we go on an adventure to learn how to homestead.
Join us.
Join us. Today we are going to go over what is homesteading. We figured it would be a good topic for our first video since that's what our whole channel is going to cover. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, what is homesteading, MJ?
Eating your own food that you grow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what piqued my interest.
Yeah.
Is growing food that you consume yourself, and it's not in a grocery store. A bunch of people aren't touching it. It's not, you know.
Which is really important right now, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
The less that you have to put your health at risk is better.
Right. I just want to eat something really, really fresh.
Do you want to know what Wikipedia says it is?
Okay, what does Wikipedia say?
It's really simple. It's one sentence. Well, there's a whole page, but the first sentence. They say a lifestyle of self-sufficiency. Yeah. Which can mean a bunch of different things to different people.
Right.
But there is like a general consensus of what homesteading is. And a lot of that is surrounded by like growing your own food. A lot of people also include livestock in that.
Right.
We're not necessarily into that side of it because we eat more vegetarian dishes.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't see myself having, you know, pigs and cows and stuff, and then
they wouldn't go away.
they would be all my pets.
They would not, yes.
But if that's your thing and you're interested in learning how to do that, tons of information online, of course, and books, and a location that my family has actually directed me towards, because they've had their own vegetable gardens and had chickens and stuff like that, was going to your local co-op, because there's a lot of people that go there that have information on how to do a bunch of different things, especially about farming and stuff like that. Or like a local farmer's market.
Right.
You know? So another thing about homesteading that I'm super excited about is learning how to reduce my carbon footprint. And like using renewable resources, coming up with creative ways to use products that have a purpose, but then you could recycle it for something else. Last thing that I'm like super excited about, because I'm just like so into DIY, is just like learning how to build things.
Yeah, I am too.
Carpentry. I really want to get to a point where I can almost build my own house. Like I don't think I would ever do major electrical work or HVAC, but just like building cabinets and
like the framework,
laying tile and doing all the insulating and that stuff would be super cool to me. So benefits of growing your own food.
Eating them.
I was researching produce in grocery stores and stuff a couple of weeks ago, and there was this one guy who was saying that all the produce in the grocery store is like sprayed with pesticides, unless it's organic, right?
Right.
But organic food is really expensive to buy. Like, food is expensive to buy. We live in San Francisco, already for us. Our standard grocery store is Whole Foods.
Yeah.
And when we were living in Texas, that was like the special grocery store that you would go to because everything was priced higher.
Right.
And now just like spending that much money is difficult on a budget. So I digress. He was saying that the regular produce in grocery stores is sprayed with pesticides, but if you're choosing between like a bag of chips and an apple, like you're always going to choose, not always, but the healthier option is the apple, right? But in my mind, that means there's just basically two bad options. Mm-hmm. And I want a good option. I want healthy food that I'm not worried is going to harm me in any way.
Right.
You know? So the benefit is like knowing where your food's coming from, having it as fresh as possible, and then knowing what you have so you can plan your meals.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes when you go to the grocery store, they might be out of something. Their fridge might be broken and they completely emptied it. Happened to us the other day.
Yes.
Or a pandemic might break out and
there's nothing.
Everybody ransacks the shelves, you know?
Right.
So that's like super positive to me. Another thing is spending less money. You're not having to buy the organic food to be healthy, or you're not having to buy the furniture, or having to have someone come in and tile your bathroom, because you're learning how to do that and you have those skills. And not only do you have those skills, but you can do exactly what you want to do, you know?
Everything will be like custom.
Everything's custom.
This is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's really a really good thing to look forward to. Then I guess another side of that is having to do all those things.
Right. It's a good thing I'm ADHD.
It just dawned on me. So like these are positive things, but you have to put the effort into growing your food, and you have to put the effort into learning these things.
To me, that was a plus just because of the state that we're in. It's adding in something to a routine and making something more scheduled. Just instead of just staring at the TV, watching Netflix all the time, or my phone.
I think we've watched all the Netflix shows at this point.
We're Netflixed out. Yeah. So when you're done with Netflix, let's grow some plants.
Yeah. And then I guess the last benefit to me is not having to rely on, or not having to feel like I'm tied to a job for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to be able to separate that, because that's a lot of stress on me to like be a slave to my house or something, you know?
Your mortgage or
being able to feed myself, you know?
Right.
There's the baby boomers are retiring soon, and there's a whole special on Netflix, by the way, about what that means to the next generations. You know, are we going to be able to retire when we're 65 if we continue living the way we do?
Right.
And because you get to spend less money on survival, that means we have more money to do fun things. Traveling and spending stuff on experiences rather than material objects.
Right.
You know? So that's super awesome. So the next video that we're gonna do will be,
it's gonna be a seed starter kit.
Yeah.
Will we do it? Yes. Will it be successful?
Yeah. Will we keep them alive?
Will they sprout? No one knows. No one knows.
We're learning all this. As we're learning it, we're sharing it with you guys.
Yeah.
So definitely subscribe to the channel, because
hit the like button.
Yeah, hit the like button and comment, because we don't know what we're doing. We're learning. And if you have information about something that we're posting, you know, share it with us. We are not gonna be offended in any way. We know we don't have all the answers. And also, we hear that San Francisco is kind of a difficult place to grow vegetables, because there's like certain areas are foggier than others. Is kind of where we live. It's kind of foggier, one of the foggier spots.
Fog.
Yeah. And then the temperatures are opposite. So it's cold now in July for us, where it's warm everywhere else.
Right. We're ready to live in Australia.
Yeah, but it doesn't get to like freezing here.
Or really hot.
Or really hot.
No.
So we'll see.
I mean, like 80 degrees is hot here.
So subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. We want to share this experience with you guys and are super interested in hearing what you have to say.
See you next time.